here from Offtap Brewing. Welcome back to the beginner series number 2, sexing your kits. The first part of sexing your kits, changing the alcohol. Oh, don't whinge please, doggy. Don't whinge. Changing the alcohol level of your beer is the first part, and we did that. As you saw, I added 780 grams of dextrose, and I also dropped the volume down from 23 litres down to 20 litres. So that has given me a potential 6.6% alcohol beer. Now, recapping what's going to happen. Pardon me, it's going to change the balance of the beer. It's going to change the way the bitterness level was. It's going to change, obviously, the alcohol flavour. It's going to change the viscosity of the beer, i.e. we call it mouthfeel. So it's going to change the mouthfeel of the beer. It's not going to feel as thick in your mouth. It's going to be a lot thinner. So head retention, head lacing retention, that's head retention, will be diminished due to the higher alcohol content. Okay, yeah, with all those factors in mind, I did increase the alcohol a lot. So less liquid, less water added, more sugar. Now I did this in the fermenter, not in the bottles, because I don't want to create bottle bombs. I still want this to ferment out properly, and I still want to only add 2 carbonated drops per bottle. Okay, so with all that in mind, yes, adding the extra sugar to the fermenter is where you want to do it. You don't want to do it in the bottle. You want to stick with the way you bottle and what the recommended dosage for carbonation is. Now, activity on the airlock has slowed down considerably. Let's get that in frame. Want it all on me. Has slowed down considerably, but it is still pretty volatile, pretty bubbly. Now, I have taken one of my hydrometers, sterilised it, because I keep them in a bottle of sanitizer in the fridge, so they're always sterile. And after the krausen dissipates on all my brews, I chuck a hydrometer in. Now this is a habit I've picked up. I'm not saying you should do it. It's just easier for me. I don't use the taps on the fermenters. I throw them out and put the bungs in them, and that's how I operate. I've got a siphon. Show you that in another video when we go to making your shit easier. But yeah, I'm not saying that's what you should do. Do it whichever way you feel comfortable. That's what the whole brewing process is basically whatever you're comfortable with and producing a drinkable product at the end. So I have a hydrometer in here. I put it in once the krausen dissipates, so I can see. All I have to do is open the lid, I look in at the hydrometer, and I go, okay, I close it. I don't have to pour any liquid off, or do any of that sort of stuff, and then I'm moving hydrometer. That's where the hydrometer sits. It's not getting bumped around, it's not in and out of containers, and it's not getting dropped, as they do. It's frustrating me. But yeah, so we'll have a look at the krausen. Actually, I'll just cut to one of the previous videos that I took.
Brother, come on in. You want whiskey or some wine? Lay your pistol on the table next to mine. Everybody's here, just waiting on old Bill. Flick your safety on if you will.
And we're back. Lots of bubbles still going on in there. Lots of stuff still happening. But as you saw, the level of the crud on top has moved to the sides. Now, this one's actually behaving different. Normally you get a lot, like in the other video of the other fermenters I showed you, but not so much, because that's all grain and it's a lot more proteins and other things going on in there where it doesn't have that sort of stuff going on. But yeah, you should get more of a krausen. I think the reason why I didn't with this one was simply because there's more alcohol. It's going to be a high alcohol beer, so the beer's a lot thinner. There's less dirty sort of fermentables. It's all clean fermentables. So yeah, as you saw, it's still got a ways to go. But that's all right. I'm patient. the best ingredient for your beer is patience. That's the way you get a good product. From your first batch to your last. Bit of patience. Yes. So I've chosen Amarillo for my dry hop edition for this one. And I've got a 50 gram packet. I picked it up from the home brew store the other day. And that's an expensive way to buy it. I think it was like $6 for 50 grams, $6 or $7 for 50 grams. But I've never used Amarillo, so I'm gonna bomb it with Amarillo. I don't recommend going as heavy as what I do on your first dry hop. I recommend keeping it a little bit, simple. Go 25 grams. 50 grams is a bit. I'll get the packet to show you. And I'm back. So yeah, I purchased a 50 gram packet of Amarillo. Now, as I said, I've never used it, so it smells awesome. It smells awesome. 8.2% alpha acids. At this point in our brewing, we don't need to worry about alpha acids because we're not using the alpha acids. That comes when you start boiling them for like an hour at the alpha acid range, so don't worry about that. You'll see it on the bottom there. Any hop bag you buy from a reputable dealer will have the alpha acid reading on there, so you can see that. Focusing. Okay, 8.5% alpha acid hop pellets. We'll get into that in future series. Well, actually, in the next series we're going to get into that sort of stuff. Oh, cheers. Okay, guys. Thanks for sitting and listening to me. Thanks for watching the Beginner Brew series. I hope this sort of information is helping you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and please be a subscriber for you to get your next update on the Beginner Brew series. The next video I will be putting those hops in here. Definitely. If it hurries up. Hopefully by this weekend I should have them in there. So yeah, thanks guys. Cheers. Remember, support the brewer. And also beer's making us smarter. Cheers.